So what do you make of the newfound sort of notoriety, of being the face of the Players Association? How are you handling that?
It's a little bit strange. I'm not sure I fully expected it, having worked at the union for so long. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's a challenge. My job is to try to communicate with players and explain these issues, and that's basically what I'm doing now. My job and the job of everybody at the union is to represent the players and to represent them to the best of our ability. The success of this union has been that we've been stuck to certain very simple philosophies, certain simple principles. And one of them is, it's not the union's job to stop an owner from writing a check to a player. I take comfort in the fact that it's my job to lead the players, just like it was Marvin's job, just like it was Don's job. It's humbling to be in the same sentence with them, but it's something that anybody in this seat has to take seriously, our decisions at the union have an impact on an awful lot of people.
How important is a sense of humor in this job?
How important is the sense of humor in life?
Pretty important.
I mean, it's very important.
Thank you, Bud. Good afternoon, everybody. This is a good day for baseball, and it's a good day for collective bargaining. Good day for baseball, not just because of what we avoided, but because of what we've actually achieved. Bud spoke of labor peace, and labor peace is good. It's better than labor war, for sure. But the goal of collective bargaining is not just to have peace. It's not just to reach an agreement. And this is a good day for baseball, not just because we reached an agreement, but because of the quality and the nature of the agreement that was reached. It's an agreement that will benefit all players. Bud used the word historic, and there are some historic changes in this agreement, some that the players have sought for a long, long time. There are benefits here that will run to young players, to veteran players, to international players, to former players. It's our job, it's the union's job to secure those benefits for players and to protect and further players' rights, and that's exactly what we did in this agreement.
Our next award winner is a man very important to every player on this dais and really to anybody who cares about the game. He is Michael Weiner, the Executive Director of the Players Association, and since last summer he has fought a brain tumor while incredibly staying on the job. Here to present for Michael is a man I understand is a favorite player of one of Michael's daughters. Please welcome from the Toronto Blue Jays, Mr. R.A. Dickey.
It's an honor to get to do this. It's, baseball's a great vehicle that allows us to have the capacity to not only honor people that have incredible statistical achievements like we are tonight, but it's also a game that helps illuminate people that show us that there's a different way to live. And Michael has been that for me over the last, a long time. I first met Michael in 1997. I had just been drafted by the Texas Rangers, and you go to spring training. I was going to big league camp, and Donald Fear comes in to give the pitch to the players, and I'm wide-eyed. This is my first gig here. Will Clark's, I'm almost as old as Chipper, So Will Clark was a teammate, and I come in there, and I was just, Gene Orza was there, Donald Fear was there, and I remember feeling so intimidated. These guys were incredibly smart. And then Michael gets up and talks, and he's standing up in blue jeans and Chuck Taylors. And I'm thinking, this is my kind of guy, right? So afterwards, I went up to him, I had a couple of questions, and he made me feel like I was Will Clark. And I'll always remember that. It doesn't matter if you were the MVP or you were the spring training invite that was just there by the grace of some general manager. He made you feel like you were a part of the thing, and that was a very special moment for me. And it's my honor to introduce to you Michael Weiner.
Really. So it's a story about your fight, and you're continuing to work, which I think is amazing. And how are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
How often do you come into the office, would you say?
2 days a week, 3 days a week. I'm usually not here 4 days a week the way I was this week, but 2 or 3 days a week. I can't say that I wasn't, afraid at some point, but I really wasn't. It was something we had to deal with. It wasn't necessarily expected that we would be able to even make it, 14 months or whatever we made it. I don't know how long we've made it, but more than a year, well more than a year. And we keep going. But I wasn't really afraid of it. I said, okay, what do we need to do? We have this little inoperable brain tumor. What's the best plan of attack?
Did you have any inkling of not working? I think some people might think that, when you get a diagnosis like that, you climb Mount Kilimanjaro and you go skydiving and you. Did you
I don't
ever
really
think
have a desire, what do they call it?
bucket list?
Bucket list or anything like that. I'll know when it's time to stop working. I'll know soon enough.
Has the work helped you in any way?
Some people have asked me that. Oh, I guess it makes sense that you would work because it keeps your mind off of it or this and that. It's not really why I worked either. I didn't work because I would get satisfaction or I wouldn't get satisfaction. I worked because, I have a good job, and I enjoy being here, but if I can work, I work. If I can't work, I can't work. If the players don't want me anymore, they kick me out. It sounds weird, maybe it doesn't, but that's the way it goes.
Pretty sure that's not gonna happen.
What?
The players kick you out.
Okay. Probably not. I've probably wormed myself into a position where they won't kick me out.
You've dedicated the vast majority of your adult working life to MLBPA. What does this place mean to you, and this work mean to you, and why are you so passionate about it?
Well, this place means a lot to me. I've been here for 25 years, and the cause of players means a lot to me. And I don't want to see. I've done a lot of work for players who are now managers or coaches, or and I want to see that continue, and I want to see that continue, that work continue in the same quality as it's been going in previous years. I can't do that by myself, but I want to try to put the players in a good position going forward, with respect to bargaining, with respect to grievances, with respect to all aspects of the union's work.